Hello, hello, and welcome to Coaching Corner with me, Tracy Forsyth. And yes, 'tis almost the season to be decking the halls with boughs of holly. And it's certainly the season for getting ready for end of year parties, get togethers, work dues, and maybe the odd award ceremony thrown in. And what goes hand in hand with parties and work dues and the like? Networking. So, like it or loathe it, and I know most people loathe it, it is an essential part of working life. I once did a networking service survey to find out what people really thought about it. And what people hated was this: number one, feeling like an awkward wallflower at events. Number two, feeling like it's an arena in which only extroverts succeed. And number three, feeling aimless in approach and therefore not being able to tell whether it was worth their while. So is this you? And judging by the times that I've done talked about this, most of the times I ask people to put their hands up if they hate networking in any group setting that I do. And normally it's only about two people that don't put their hands up. Anyway, so fear not, there is a way to make it all easier. So for a few years now, I've been giving a talk or a webinar called Network Like a Ninja. And, I'm pleased to say it's very popular because it's so practical and tip-tastic. And it now comes in a very handy online course, which I've launched. So click on the link to find it. I developed it because I knew that networking was a career essential. But if I were being completely honest, I would rather be at home in front of the telly with my dogs than at a networking event. So please don't tell anybody I said that. But I realized that a lot of people felt the same way as I did. And I wanted to create a method that was simple, effective, productive, and energizing rather than being draining. So in short, what I wanted was to find my own method and then share it. A method that offered a good return on investment for the time away from the sofa and cuddles with my dogs. So what did I develop? What is the Fast Track to Fearless networking method? Well, to get the full effect, I recommend you do the course, link in here somewhere. But here are just some of my top tips to get you thinking. So number one, decide on your purpose for networking. What is the why for why you're doing it? Why is it worth the time for you? Yeah. Why are you bothering? Get clear on that. Number two, decide on your mission. So if you've got a purpose, you kind of need a mission. Right? What does success look like for you? What are you wanting? What are the targets? Break it down into manageable pieces. Yeah. How do you get to your why? Number three is to prepare. You need essentials like a personal elevator pitch, icebreakers, conversation starters, all of these things. You need them at the ready so that you're not stuck for something to say when you do meet those targets. So, working the room, work the room. Don't just be that awkward wallflower. So, I have all sorts of foolproof techniques for this, which are in the course, like where to position yourself, how to muscle in on a conversation, and how to extract yourself from a conversation, something that people find really hard. But basically, remember, this is not a drill. If you've clarified your why and your mission and broken it down, you should have your targets. So make a beeline for your targets, lock on and engage. So number five, remember, networking is not just for when you want a job. It's for a career-long network of work friends and colleagues and contacts. It is not a once and done type situation. Like a dog is not just for Christmas, it's for life. So away from the parties and events, your job is to maintain that network, keep in touch, nurture those relationships, and it will flourish over decades. Yeah. So there's too much for me to give you in a 5-minute coaching corner. So if you would like more, then I really invite you to take my Fast Track to Fearless networking course, which will have you networking like a ninja in no time. It's self-paced, so you can do it whenever you like. and go back to as many times as you like. So click in the link for details, and you might even find a special offer because it's just being launched. All right, so remember, be fearlessly you. And being fearlessly you takes a bit of work because you've got to understand who you are, but it's totally worth it. And finally, happy networking. And yes, happy networking is possible. Take care.